Today we got a twist on the classic Superman vs. Hulk fight, with the evil Elseworld Superman from Injustice going up against the son of the Hulk, Skaar. So who's coming on top here? Let's find out. In an Elseworld where Superman is drugged by the Joker and accidentally kills a pregnant Lois Lane, nukes Metropolis, his worldview greatly changes and he murders Joker in a fit of rage, calling his fellow heroes to forcibly instate world peace and go to any lengths necessary to protect innocence. His black and white morals become progressively grayer as he threatens governments, lies with Sinestro and the Sinestro Corps, and kills both criminals and former friends turned enemies who oppose his totalitarian regime. Superman is strong enough to easily shatter Green Lantern constructs, tackle Sinestro into the moon, and subdue Captain Atom. And Clark is even able to catch a punch from Hercules, actually managed to even kill Hercules. He's traded blows to Captain Atom, but even survived a point-blank explosion from Atom dying, started to blast from Ganthet, and Wonder Woman's sword straight up shatters on his arm, even though it's able to pierce Captain Atom's skin. Clark's also fast enough to blitz Hal Jordan, and can play a game of chess and have a conversation with Flash, all in a matter of moments. His heat vision is surprisingly powerful, as it bisected Green Lantern, killed a Martian Manhunter, and even burnt a hole straight through Shazam's head. And then when Superman had a Yellow Lantern ring, was able to easily take a blast from Ganthet, and went on to fly both Ganthet and Mogo into the sun. So we got one corner, the regime's very own supreme leader, Injustice Superman. But into the ring in the other corner, well, it's Hulk's son, Skaar. Skaar is the son of Hulk and Kair the Overstrong, retaining the powers of both his parents. He traveled to Earth to strike his revenge against his father, but upon realization that his father was a good person, joined forces with him instead. Like his father, Skaar possesses the capacity for vast levels of physical strength, and that strength is based all on his emotions. With the combination of the old power and his game of blood, he has practically limitless strength. He sent Juggernaut flying into space with ease, easily beat the dragons to Skaar, easily defeated a Ben Grimm, and can send people flying for miles. It's also insanely durable. Skaar survived being hit with the full impact of the power cosmic, falling from outer space. He's also uniquely immune to anything heat related. He can heal from injuries in seconds, and his healing factor rivals that of the Hulk and Wolverine. Skaar is capable of surviving in the vacuum of space unaided, and doesn't need food, water, or sleep. He's able to fight for a very long time, and for all intents and purposes, he doesn't age. Skaar's experienced at brawling against beasts and soldiers, and is an expert wielding large axes, swords, and staffs. And for those that don't know, Skaar also has the old power, which is an insanely powerful advantage in any fight. It lets him channel the tectonic energies of a planet, granting mastery over earth and stone. With this power, he can break or mend the earth as he sees fit, turn his body to stone, and call it magma to injure enemies. Skaar's powers also allow him to revive himself if his entire body is fully destroyed. He's able to increase all of his powers and abilities. He's even able to absorb 100 trillion tons of kinetic energy from a city and unleash that attack against the Hulk. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now everyone's heard of Superman vs. Hulk. And here it is again. Only this time it's the son of Hulk, Skaar, taking on the evil tyrant Superman from the Injustice games. So who's coming on top here? Let's find out. And first things first, strength and physicality. That's gonna obviously play a massive part in this fight, just like it does with Hulk and any Hulk adjacent character. Well, Skaar is crazy strong, able to create a minor earthquake just by pounding on the ground. He hit a giant monster so hard with a truck that the beast was sent flying above skyscrapers, and he's caused another ground and pound earthquake in order to swallow up some charging dinosaurs. He's kicked Wolverine to the next state, punched through a wormhole, and sent Hulk flying a pretty good distance with just one hit. And here's the thing about Skaar. His strength is never really at a set limit. Just like the Hulk gets stronger the angrier he gets, Skaar is able to amp his strength and striking power by amping himself with his old power. In this state, he's able to shatter power armor that Hulk couldn't crack, sent Juggernaut flying off into deep space with just one punch, and was even able to fight against World Breaker Hulk, and send that version of the Hulk flying to the next state as well, although he was being amped by World Breaker's seismic activity. But don't count out Superman just yet. Just because he's from a different universe than Prime Earth doesn't mean that this Clark isn't incredibly strong as well. He sent Sinestro flying back with a backhand that actually knocked him out cold the next 5 issues. He's able to leave craters in the moon and create some pretty sizable shockwaves when battling against opponents. He's drawn blood and fought against Black Adam, Doomsday, Darkseid, Brainiac, Hercules, Bizarro, Wonder Woman, Orion, Ares, Trigon, and plenty more. Plenty more. I mean, when Superman fought against Darkseid on the planet Apocalypse, their fight was so vicious and their blows so powerful that it was actually shaking and rupturing apart the entire planet. That's some crazy strength. But what about durability? I mean, it's not just about being able to dish out a beating. You also gotta be able to take a beating in return. Because let's be real, as important as speed is, and we'll talk about that here in a second, both of these guys are gonna be landing blows on the other. So are they tough enough to take those blows? Skaar's been able to take attacks from Silver Surfer, and survived Surfer dropping in from outer space and crash landing back on the planet. He's taken punches from Ares, Juggernaut, and Thor. He's even able to heal from most small wounds pretty much instantly. Skaar's taken punches from the Hulk that sent him flying off into the distance. He took plenty of blows from World Breaker Hulk, even kept on fighting after being punched into space and then re-entering orbit, and managed to get back up after a hit from a gamma-amped Thor. Let's just make that clear. Skaar hasn't just taken punches from Hulk and Thor, but amped and enhanced versions of both heroes, and still managed to get up and keep on fighting. That's going to be real hard to beat. But if we flip the script, on the other hand, Supes can take a lot of damage too, and attacks on people like Calabac and Bizarro just leave him completely unfazed. And if you are able to phase him, knock him back, even make him bleed with your attacks, well, odds are you didn't as much hurt him, just piss him off. What do I mean by that? Well, one time, Doomsday punched Superman up into orbit, causing him to crash land at the next town over. All it did was just make him mad. He's endured blows from Black Adam, Darkseid, Captain Atom, Wonder Woman, and Brainiac. He's even fought against and taken blows from an alternate version of Superman, a good one. Superman is also just plain tough, has remarkable endurance. Like one time, near the end of the story, Clark was poisoned by synthetic kryptonite, and Hawkman came in and started beating on him with a kryptonite mace. Hawkman just brutally beat him with that mace until Clark snapped and killed Hawkman in no time flat. And it's not like Hawkman wasn't tough and durable in that story, seeing as I survived 30 seconds in a beatdown from Mongol and made it out the other side alright. He survived a blast from Ganthet the Guardian, survived Zeus's lightning and Darkseid's Omega beams, endured the magical backlash of a fight between Trigon and Mr. Mxyzptlk, and even endured Captain Atom's detonating at point-blank range, despite the fact that Atom had just said if he were to detonate, he would take out the entire North Pole with him. So yeah, both of them are crazy durable. And here's where the real deciding factor comes in. Speed. Skaar is able to move like a blur, dodge strikes from Hulk, and even cut missiles out of the air. That's nothing compared to Superman. He's capable of having an entire conversation with the Flash while the world was completely frozen all around them. He said before that he's faster than the speed of thought, actually proven this in his encounters with Green Lanterns, and he's much faster than the speed of light, seeing as how he's made it to the sun in just 20 seconds, whereas it usually takes light a whole 8 minutes and 20 seconds to get from the sun to Earth. And then probably his most famous speed feat, flying all over the Earth in order to destroy every single parademon scattered all across the globe, hitting them all so hard that they exploded, and doing it all within seconds. That's going to be very, very hard for Skaar to counter. But of course, Superman's speed isn't necessarily infallible. Plenty of people have landed good blows on him before, even ones that are a whole lot like Skaar, Doomsday and Solomon Grundy. And Black Canary's even shot him with a kryptonite bullet. So yeah, Skaar will be able to land some blows. Of that, I have no doubt. But Superman is going to be landing a whole lot more, and he'll dodge a whole lot of Skaars. But Skaar still has got a few tricks up his sleeve. I'm talking about the old power. He's blasted away a gamma-amped Thor, moved Earth's tectonic plates, impaled Worldbreaker Hulk with spikes, even landed a 100 trillion ton punch on Hulk. But it still comes down to speed, because Superman will dodge, just fly away from all of those attacks. And that's just what I think it comes down to. Strength versus speed. Just like every Superman versus Hulk debate. And while Superman's strength is comparable to Skaar's, speed is just not. Superman is leagues faster than Skaar could ever dream to be. And I think that's just the deciding factor. Throw in the Superman's utter savagery, complete willingness to kill, and I gotta give this one to the regime's very own supreme leader. Superman wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, subscribe button, turn on notification from the DanCo army, and I will see y'all next time.